What happens when the very fabric of society begins to unravel? When the systems we trust start showing cracks that can no longer be ignored? In today's discussion, Chris Martenson, a seasoned analyst of global systems, delves into some pressing concerns that are shaping our world. Martenson, with a tone both urgent and reflective, revisits fundamental values and historical texts, such as the Bible, to interpret the complexities of our times. He talks about a pervasive sense of evil and destruction, orchestrated by those at the helm of power, steering us towards a path that seems increasingly precarious. One focal point of Martenson's analysis is the unsettling insights from the book The Great Taking. This book lays bare how recent changes in laws and regulations have been meticulously crafted to benefit large financial institutions and brokers, potentially at the expense of individual investors. In a future financial crisis, the stark revelation is that many may discover they don't actually own the assets they believed were theirs. Martenson questions the integrity of the current system that tracks share ownership. He points out a disturbing lack of transparency and accountability, making it nearly impossible to discern the actual ownership of shares. This opacity, he argues, could lead to significant disputes and confusion in times of crisis. The conversation then shifts to the concept of control. Martenson categorizes assets based on the degree of control they offer to the owner. Physical assets like gold and cash stand at the pinnacle of this hierarchy, offering maximum control. In stark contrast, assets like stocks and securities held in brokerage accounts represent diminished levels of true ownership and control. This gradient of control, according to Martenson, is crucial in understanding where and how to invest one's resources. Amidst broader discussions, topics such as the ongoing war in Ukraine, escalating urban violence, and the deepening migration crisis are woven into the narrative. These elements are not just isolated events, but are symptomatic of potential larger societal collapses. Martenson advocates for a Plan B, which includes strategies like investing in farmland or considering relocation away from urban centers. These alternatives are not just financial decisions, but survival strategies in response to the possible breakdown of societal structures. As we wrap up today's exploration with Chris Martenson, the takeaways are stark and somewhat unsettling. The stability of financial, political, and social systems is under significant scrutiny. Martenson's call to action is clear: foster greater self-reliance. Investing in tangible assets like precious metals and farmland could be prudent steps towards safeguarding one's future in a world where traditional systems may falter. Understanding these systemic risks is not just about financial savvy. It's about preparing for a future where resilience and self-sufficiency could make all the difference.